probably 50s. But anyways, yeah, crazy. So what else? That's it for bonus content, right?
San Fran. God, I love that city.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Finn. We finna drop this, bro. They ain't ready.
Finn, we finna.
You never met Finn, did you?
Drop.
You didn't get to meet Finn, did you?
No.
I'm trying to tell you, we got to get him over here. He gonna be a hit, bro. He like a super tall, blonde, blue-eyed Australian accent, and he raps. Where does that exist in the world?
Amazing.
That's not a thing. That's just does not exist. Like,
I like him. I love those tracks you were
he
sharing earlier, even though I was memeing on you.
Yeah, it's okay. Are we finna start the episode for real?
Yeah, let's talk about our tea. I'm on my second cup.
Yeah, what are we sipping on? We're sipping on different things.
Usually I like to mix 2 tea bags in 1 cup, but the 2 teas I wanted tonight were Egyptian licorice and peppermint, and I wasn't feeling like blending those.
Licorice in the tea is a choice. It's not for me, but I respect it.
At least give it a sip. Why not?
No, I can't do licorice. It makes me nauseous.
It's not like, just smell it. It's a sweet licorice. It's not like...
Nope. Can't do it. No.
Do you like candied fennel? I feel like fennel is kind of licoricey.
Them sprinkles you be eating?
Yeah.
It's alright. You know, I'm not finna go tell Tawana about it, but it's alright.
I wouldn't want you to tell your mama.
So what am I sipping on? I'm sipping on
Gin and juice.
Nice. This is that organic detox mixed with that Bigelow black, but it's also got some spices in it, like orange rind and something else in there. This is a little wicked little brew going on. It's nice.
Yeah, you mix 2 tea bags in one thing. You drink a black tea because you're driving back to Birmingham tonight.
Yeah, man.
Got to stay caffeinated. Got to find a Waffle House on the way that doesn't have...
You just telling all my business. That's crazy. I hope ain't nobody listening to this with malicious intentions against me. They might dox me. Anyways, that was also a little subtle diss to one of my ops out there. But let's not entertain no more negative energy, blah, blah, blah. All right, so what are we talking about?
Man, we're talking about this album.
Oh, yeah.
This album that's that
was supposed
to come out last month, but that was when it was 14 songs, and now it's how many?
Let's see. Let's get out the phone. Let's get out the
I know.
Google Doc.
Last time we recorded an episode, you had to work the next morning on the string arrangement, so it seems like you visited Lucas at Lucky Sound Studios.
Calling it a visit is wild. I want to really call it a visit. Listen, if y'all see Lucas Smith running around with gray hair in his beard, that's all me. That is your boy. I feel like we working that man to death. But he's awesome and he wants all the smoke. We had like 30 something tracks.
Whoa, because last time I heard, I thought it was like 18.
What? How you get that? Who told you that?
I just get numbers in my head.
Yeah, you tripping. I don't remember. It's been a minute. Listen, 14 tracks. That was the goal whenever we initially recorded at Dark Horse. Shout out to my boy Nick Reeds.
Hey. Is he still at Dark Horse?
No,
I
he
need
done.
to catch him up.
Catch
up with him.
Ooh, I don't know. We might hit 40.
Okay, so it's an A side and a B side.
Yeah.
Released 1 month after the other.
I don't
So these
want to
singles that
confirm
are coming
yet.
out are going to be on the album, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, hell yeah.
Might make them a little different. Might tweak them a little bit. Might have a little surprise.
Tweak them.
Yeah, might have a little surprise on some of the singles.
Will I get to dance battle it on the
of course
side of the street if we tweak it?
Absolutely. I wanted to do something to where it would entertain the listener who have already heard the singles. So it's like, oh, I don't remember this in the single version. Like, oh, that's a nice little touch. Stuff like that. But yeah, we might hit 40. 40 is a good number, low key.
40 is a great number. You know what's even better than 40?
What?
46.
You gotta chill. Yeah. So I don't know. 20. So it seems like a lot. 20 songs for an album might seem like a lot, but a lot of these tracks.
Some of them are like a minute 30.
Yeah, some of them are just little ditties. And plus there's some songs on here.
I love the way you don't overthink these things. That's one of the reasons I am so grateful to work with Soul Carnival.
What are you talking about? What things are you talking about?
lengths of songs. You know, if I write a minute and a half song, I'm like, it needs to be more. You don't overthink. You don't overthink anything. It's like, okay, I'm not gonna work harder than it needs to be.
It's funny you say that because we've been trying to, dude, for like 3 albums now, we've been trying to make a short song. 19 going on 67 was supposed to be a short song. It's like 4 minutes. Juice Box was supposed to be a short song. It's like 3-4 minutes.
Man, that Juice Box video we got that I've been using for booking, I think I'm just going to go on the Soul Carnival YouTube page and make it public.
Might as well.
Because it's damn good.
Yeah, might as well.
Good take.
We
looked so good on that stage that night. Yeah, the lights.
Oh, yeah.
When you got lights and a proper sound, man, like we need to get that. We need to get full videos of every single show where we have those opportunities. And then, you know, one day, who knows how long from now, maybe not too long from now, we'll have good lighting and amazing sound at every show.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Speaking into existence. But anyways, we just now figured out how to make short songs. And where I was going wrong is the structure. I'm thinking like, you can, we'll just make a really short hook and like, let's make a short verse and then no, you don't do that because that facilitates more creation. And then Dobby's going to be like, let me add this to it. And then I'm going to be like, if you add that, I need to add this little add. And then before you know it, it's 3, 4, 5 minutes. What works every time is when you take an idea, right? And you leave it alone and you sit on it and you just see what happens. And you
repeat it, and then you add like a choral thing at the end where you repeat one thing, and then boom. I'm just thinking of
like for example, Brother Willie Casket is a good example of that. Like we have this chorus, right, and it's like short verse. Why try to add more if there's nothing else creatively that needs to be added to this song? I feel like at that point you're just forcing the creation, and I feel like that just makes filler. But
and the beautiful thing about these short songs is in a live scenario it's easy to jam on them or jam into another song, and then it becomes something exciting for the listener who knows the recorded album to like hear how we weave them together in different ways. Absolutely.
Like hell, when we do MLK Church Fans Live, it might go on Tapatio sometimes. We jam that out. And so it's good for the repertoire when it comes to the musicianship behind it, because we can take these short songs and really go crazy.
It also keeps the audience engaged, because anytime I'm hearing a long song that's live, when there aren't, extensive instrumental breaks, I'm like, how long has this song been playing? Like, it's a question in my mind sometimes, and it's not that the song is, good or bad, but you get the feeling it's like, this isn't really going anywhere. I'm just I'm here for the sake of the verse chorus bridge chorus structure, and nah.
The older I get, the more I'm starting to realize that structure can kind of be a limiter. It can kind of be a barrier if you're not careful. Like, this song has to have a bridge, or this song has to have oh my God. Nothing pisses me off more than the old guard hip hop heads, the gatekeepers of hip hop. It's almost like there's this unspoken rule where it's like, okay, every rap song has to have 3 verses. Who told you that? Who said that?
Man,
what are you talking about?
Verses, and they're all incredibly way too long.
That's what I'm like. Who told y'all this is the standard and we cannot break this rule? It's like part of me is that rebellious kind of little rascal anyway. Like, I like the way Parallel Fifths sound, so I'm going to put them in my music. Take that, music theory. You know what I'm saying? But aside from that, it's like with this project, I feel I've kind of taken... What are you doing?
I need to change my sitting position.
You scared me when you tried to step up on that. And there's mugs around. There's containers with liquid around. I don't want you knocking nothing over.
I have great spatial awareness. Thank you very much. I do appreciate you for watching out.
No, you don't take up a whole lot of space. Anyway.
That's why I have such an awareness. Because my physical body is small, but my energetic body is very large.
I don't know how to reply to that. We're going to have to move on, cuz. So, you made me lose my damn train of thought. Hell. damn, this podcasting shit is hard, man. It just looks so much fun when they be online, just kicking it, rolling blunts.
Oh, you're not having fun?
No, I'm saying that it's difficult. There's a level of it that's hard. Is
it my level of focus?
No, it's not necessarily the focus thing. It's like it's so easy to lose your train of thought, no matter if you're focusing or not. Thought.
We're playing fifths. We're saying fuck the structure. It limits creativity. We're saying you don't take an idea and beat it over the head. Let it be what it's going to be.
Well, I mean, I was trying to get into the actual composition of that. Oh, okay. So first 3 Soul Carnival albums, right? I am very much so the guitar player. Mm-hmm. Right? Guitar is my primary instrument, whatever. I am primarily, not all the time, but I'm mainly using the guitar to write and to compose these songs, whatever. Well, what happened in my real life started to affect this music in a way that I didn't even realize until, honestly, I didn't have this revelation until recently, but like, so in between when we got done recording SK3, which was forever ago, honestly, when we recorded the bulk of that stuff, I started playing some church gigs at some very different places. I was playing at the we call it the African church, but it's Lighthouse on the south side. It's Pastor Lombo's congregation, and everybody over there is from a Swahili speaking nation. So everybody's either from Tanzania or Kenya, and their music is very much so gospel, but there's such an emphasis on percussion and the rhythm of it. And it's like, even the way they say the words in these songs, it's very trance-like almost, I'm not going to try to pronounce any of these songs, but like, that was very foreign to me because I come from old school black church where we're singing Amazing Grace in 6/8 real slow. That's not a thing over there. And so that kind of forced me to become like this percussive kind of keyboard player, which, out of my element, out of my box, right? And simultaneously, I became the piano player at St. Luke, AME Zion, which is old school black gospel all day. That stuff, right? So it's like I'm juggling these 2 church gigs, and I am shedding piano so hard because I still don't feel like I'm that great of a piano player, but like these 2 styles of music in particular, very foreign to me, very difficult for me to get down, and so I'm always just behind the keyboard. Whereas with SK 1 through 3, it's like I wasn't behind piano that much, and it's like I had got the keys to St. Luke, and so I'm going in there and I'm practicing on like the real deal grand piano, which I haven't had access to since I graduated Montevallo, mind you. That was definitely something that I feel like a lot of people took for granted at UM. Those Steinway pianos that you just have access to.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Thousands and thousands of dollars worth of pianos in that place that I feel like is there just so, the theory teacher can be like, hey, go do your homework behind the piano. But it's like, it's so much more than that. It's like the vast majority of musicians.
I have relationships with the grand pianos in Davis.
Yeah.
They're fine instruments.
What was your favorite one? I have to know.
The first one, when you go down under where the old office used to be.
Ain't no way. Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's where they say that Maxine was always running around.
I mean, you know me. Me and Maxine, I guess we were tight. I was doing some Meredith Monk shit underneath that piano. Like, to free myself from the classical music mentality, I would turn the lights off and I would crawl underneath the grand piano. Like, I just had to do the most, like, irreverent thing to get out of the structure because absolutely. I was, like, blocked creatively.
You know what I would do to get out?
And I could bring that creativity into the arias and into the rep I was supposed to be learning.
But then it's frowned upon.
But, I mean, there are several people from Montevallo I would like to get a little audio clip from. Like, hey, do you remember the sounds I used to make downstairs in Davis? Like, can you tell me a story of your experiencing that? Because people would start to talk I'd hear people concerned in the hallway, and eventually folks knew. They're like, "Yeah, that's just Calliope again."
Yeah. No, I'm hip, but no. So I'm gonna have to edit that out because we're gonna scare some of the viewers, yo. But look, is that a shake weight? You have a shake weight? Why do you have that? Have you seen the South Park episode of the shake weight?
Because it's a meme. That's the only reason I have it.
Oh my god.
My godmother's brother passed away, and she was like, "Come to his house, take whatever you want." And I was like,
"So you took the haunted shake weight?"
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. All right. Anyways,
don't worry. It's in the corner with the selenite. It's self-cleansing.
So look, hold on. So what I would do to get away from the classical structure of blah 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 Montevallo is I would drive to
St. Luke.
Nah, close. I'd go to Center Point.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. Nothing more, nothing less.
What?
Yeah, I'd just be so overwhelmed with all this and all this. It's like
I can't blame
it's like
you.
I need to
and
be.
you can. What about the?
Yeah, like it's like, bro, I need to drive. I need to get in my car.
It was the worst when the theater kids would use the fucking music practice rooms. I'm not gonna lie. I resented the fact that the music department professors and the theater department professors wouldn't get along better, but I really didn't like when the theater kids were in our practice room.
Yeah, no, that's where I really started to sympathize with racist ass white folk a little bit, because I get it. It's like, why are you in my neighborhood? Go home. You don't belong here. Like, I get it. I'm not even tripping, because that's how I felt whenever I'd see the theater kids in Davis and be like, Yurkon's not welcome here. You're supposed to be over there with Yurkon. Go back where you came. It's like, I get it. I completely understand. I'm not even tripping. But anyways, yeah, no. My favorite piano specifically was the one, like, if you're walking out of the band room and you just go straight across where that was my favorite one. I love the small little pianos that had the little volume pedal. I love the timbre that you could get out of those.
The uprights, you mean?
Oh my God, yes.
The uprights were nice. Yeah.
I love the timbre you can get out of the
I remember the
volume
piano
pedal
students.
down.
If all of the grand pianos were taken, the piano students would kick us out and make us go use the uprights.
They never kicked me out.
Only when it was super crowded. It didn't happen often.
No. Listen, I heard like, hey, piano kids are kicking you out. I was like, oh, let me see if they'll kick me out, because I just wanted to see it. Nobody ever said anything to me. Why?
Because you're black.
So ultimately, you think that was like, oh, we scared of Cash, we're gonna leave him alone. Like, what? Sometimes I would just go in there and sit just to see if somebody would say something to me.
Playing.
No, the piano. I feel like the piano kids really hated me, especially after. Did Nick ever tell you about the piano competition at C's?
Yes.
Oh my God! I think it was it Dr. Medall's recital or Dr. Faulkner's recital or so. Anyway, it was somebody's recital to where all the piano kids had to be there and they couldn't miss, or else they'd get the flame to their ass or whatever. And I took advantage of the fact that was on the same day as this piano competition. I just went in there, play some bullshit, and of course, like,
you won $100.
Yeah.
Was it $100 or was it $100 gift card?
No, it was cash. They gave me a bill.
Hard cash.
Yeah, straight up. And I don't know. I kind of felt bad because Nick invited me to the thing, and I don't even know if he played or not. I can't even remember. But anyways, yeah, no, that was. I feel like that's kind of where all the piano kids started to maybe have a little.
C's wasn't really a thing when I was a student. I think it opened up after I graduated.
Literally right after you graduated.
I mean, I spent a couple times there, but it just wasn't Eclipse. Eclipse meant so much to me.
I don't even want to go there.
I know, we don't have to go there.
SK4. So talking about Eclipse is like talking about the dead homie,
Yeah.
It's that same energy. But yeah, so I said all that to say this. With this music, because I've been so, just
varied in your piano.
Yeah, it's like I'm always behind a keyboard, always behind a piano, always been, and so
and
this has been the first.
How many songs we've been doing live that aren't released yet, and
yeah,
because I feel like I wasn't in SK Heavy until this rep started being written. I'm on a few tracks for SK3, but I feel like I've been involved since the inception of this album. Yeah. So it didn't even really click for me how new piano.
Yeah,
Is,
Well,
and just the perspective you have on it, and the colors and the rhythms.
Yeah, I'm really taking a step back from guitar a little bit with this album, and I'm doing my best to kind of step up with the piano facilitating these grooves, and like it all comes from a conversation. Like as far as like where the creative process started with this album, I remember we were coming down off the high
I
from.
was conflicted.
Stop it. I was coming down from the high of the SK3 album release show at the camp. Shout out to Lenny and them. And we almost had like this. You ever hear theater kids talk about post-show depression?
I know it very well.
Okay. So me and Sponge are kind of experiencing that. And we're talking on the phone. And basically Sponge is saying like, yo, we need to make something shake with this next album, or else we need to like rebrand or try something else or something else. And like it was breaking my heart.
You knew you had to go all out.
Yes, because like he wasn't saying we're not good musicians. He wasn't saying we need to do better. Hey, we need to make better songs. No, he was saying
we need to try something else if this don't fly.
Right. And that really hurt my heart because I knew that it wasn't the music. And so the formula that we've been kind of using for Soul Carnival from the beginning is this groovy, grimy gospel shit, right? So it's like you got these three elements. Oh, this is some hardcore lore. Nobody ever hears me break this down. So this is some exclusive shit. So you got the groovy. And that just simply means like the relationship between me, Brax, and Sponge. Like we're what you call cats. Like we are students of the music world. It's like we go out of our way to nerd out about certain music and whatnot, and we want to be true to our art form. That's all that means. And it's like we can agree on making this groovy ass music, right? That's so where we groovy. All
Brax and Sponge lock down the groove, and dude. Like the melodies that you play are so fucking tasty.
Man, thank you. But like that's the groovy, right? And of course we're all students of different subgenres and whatnot, but ultimately that's that. And then you have the grimy, and this is like me and Dobby using music as a therapeutic outlet, but it just so happens we are from the armpit of Alabama, and we are not responsible for our environments, what we see, the things around us. And bro, me and Dobby, man, we hopped off the porch at the same time, and we've seen some shit, yo. We've been through some crazy times, seen some crazy things. And so the grimy is just like, hey, listen, we're just telling it like it is. This is what it is. If you don't like it, change what's around us, and we won't. That very cliche argument, that's where the grime comes from. Doing whatever you got to do to survive, and then using the music as an outlet. And then you have the gospel. And the gospel, I feel like, is the most misconstrued part, because we don't literally mean like this is gospel music per se. Of course, obviously, a lot of this is influenced by gospel music, but we're also just trying to make it a point that we're trying to do good here with our music. We're trying to bring people together. We're trying to recreate.
It's church.
Yeah. And I know you like. That's a little deeper than it seems, because like I've been in front of a crowd full of people, and I'm shredding a solo with heavy distortion, and I'm going and I'm looking out to the crowd, and I see the energy, I see what they feel, I see that, right? And I've also been behind a decrepit ass piano at some old ass Baptist church, and I'm playing hymn 636, We'll Understand It Better By and By, and I look out into the congregation, and it's the same thing. It's the same energy. It's that. So that's what I'm trying to bottle up. That's what I'm trying to chant. I just got chills. That's what I'm trying to channel with this shit, Amen. And so with SK,
hallelujah. Oh, fuck.
Stop it. So with the first album, like I feel like it's like a little bit of groovy, a little bit of grimy, a little bit of gospel, just enough to introduce you, right? Oh, like imagine like these three knobs, right? Like you got maybe like, let's say groovy is at like 3 or 4, grimy's at like 4 or 5, gospel's probably at like 3 or 4. That's SK1. Then you got SK2, where the groovy is at like a 2 or 3, the grimy is all the way up. The gospel is maybe at like a 3 or 4. And then you have the groovy album, aka SK3, Groovy Bridges. Groovy is all the way up. Grimy is very low. It's probably like a 2 or 3. That's probably like our most playable album for the masses. Everybody can listen to that and not have to really worry about what your kids talking about. And the gospel is turned up to maybe like 5 or 6. After that convo with Sponge, that's when I understood we got to turn all the knobs to 10. We got to have all the grimy, all the gospel, all the groovy. Everything has to be 100 for this next album in order to do what we're really trying to do. And so that's kind of been, you know, the foundation of this project. Yeah. What's up? Talk, speak.
It's just perfect timing for the world we're living in right now.
Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying.
We need to turn up all the knobs.
Yeah.
Shed all the light on all the grime.
All of it, yo.
Fucking groove so people can dance it out and move it out of their bodies.
That's what it is. Like I'm trying to create songs that make people want to move, that also moves people. You heard? You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm trying to do. And it's like if I can.
That's what you're trying to do. Like honestly, I feel like we got a taste. We got a taste of something at St. Stephen's with Soul Macho.
Yeah. Oh my God. Shout out to them boys, man.
Oh my God.
Shout out to them boys again.
Oh my God.
Yo, like
that night was like 11 or 12.
It spoiled me though. Low key.
Nah. It's a taste of what. I mean, I don't even want to say words. It's
Bruh, you don't understand. Like the feeling of actually being able to entertain the audience and not have to worry about that did something to me. And the fact that the people were reciprocating, and oh my God, if it was up to me, I would just have Joe on standby all the time. I'd have Alex and Matt, but I can't afford them boys like that. You know what I'm saying?
It's not about that. It's about hitting the road together.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because that's just the thing is, and I've experienced this too. It's like people tour before they're really ready to tour. Miss Calliope toured this summer, and that was like the first time I was ready to go on tour. I've been on plenty of tours. I've connected with beautiful people. I've enjoyed my time, but I've never like really toured and had a reason to tour.
Yeah.
A show like this, like Soul Macho.
If we put that show on the road, it'd be crazy, cuz that would be crazy on the road. Yeah.
That's what it takes to be on the road.
Yeah.
You can have good music, you can have this, you can have that, but if you're not putting on a fucking show, if you're not facilitating an experience,
absolutely,
then why?
Yeah.
Why go? Why it's expensive.
Yeah.
It is so expensive to go on tour.
So expensive. I've been on
go ahead.
Little extravaganzas with certain bands where it's like I'm a hired gun. I'm just like riding in a van to some random state and hopping out the van, hopping on stage, playing my little solo, trying to impress people, hop back in the van, go to sleep. Like that's not this. You know, that is I could never feel that way about this music just because I feel like it's so near and dear to our hearts, and I'm saying our collectively because I'm speaking on behalf of all of us, but I'm speaking on behalf of myself only when I say that this creative process is the only one where I've actually had in mind prioritizing like, could people sing along to this? Is this something that is simple enough for people to join in? You know, like really, and that goes back to the church thing. Because like really focusing on that energy, I got to thinking about the psychology of it. It's like, why does everybody want to join in and sing this song? Why? What is it? What is it about this song that makes everybody want to stop what they're doing and sing, you know? And it's like channeling that energy into the compositions. I'm so excited. I've never been more excited for a project ever. And it's like, don't get me started on Della. Della has been acting fool with this art. She has been going crazy.
It's beautiful
with the art.
It's so beautiful.
Oh man,
I don't even know. I probably haven't seen all of it yet.
Well, you saw the artwork to the recent single.
Oh yeah, I saw everything she's put in the Snapchat.
Shout out Dead Girl Society.
Honestly, yeah, shout out Dead Girl Society. Shout out Della. I feel so bad for some of the things I send in the Soul Carnival group chat sometimes, and I only feel sorry to Della.
Why? Because she's low. You think she's like low-key the most wholesome out of all of us?
I just want to respect her.
Oh, I feel it. She's the most adulty adult out of everybody by far. By far, you know? Yeah, it's like if a kid was told, like, oh, you need to go ask an adult, and it was like me, Dobby, and Della in a room, it's like, please ask Della. Do not ask me and Dobby for anything, because we are adults on paper, but that's about it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my gosh.
But nah, and here's another thing. Starting this whole process at Dark Horse was some kind of weird poetic justice in a sense. I gotta talk about my man Nick for a second.
Amen. Also, Miss Calliope shouting out to Nick for literally all of the songs, except for From the Soil to the Stars.
Nick is an incredible human being. Nick Reeds, if you hearing this, I can't stand your ass, bruh. Man, listen.
He's such a good one.
So, I feel somewhat, and this is low-key me being vulnerable right now, I feel somewhat responsible for Nick's trajectory, and I don't mean that...
Pushed him off the porch.
That's a beautiful way of putting it. And I don't mean that in a way of like, oh, I want all the respect and clout for everything he does. Oh, he that because of me. And oh, he wouldn't. No, that's not what I'm on. I'm saying when I met Nick Reeds, this man had a clean haircut, no facial hair, was engaged and was on track to be a band director. And now this nigga look like a pirate. You know what I'm saying? Just living the sound engineer life in Nashville, like, you know, really, really doing it, really out there in these music trenches, really, you know. And it's one of those things where it's like, what would have happened if I had never been around, bro? Would it have been better if he had just, you know, married some whoever and gone and been some band director at some town and would that have been better, you know? And
it'd be more predictable.
Right, but what I'm getting at ultimately here is I feel an obligation to Nick to make sure we eat off this shit. I feel obligated to like do whatever we got to do to make this reach as many people as possible, because it's like, man, he works so hard, yo. He works like hard. And he's so selfless. Like he's one of the most selfless people I've ever met. He will give you the shirt off his back if you tell him you like it. Like he's one of those people. And so, you know, of course, the first opportunity he got with his free Dark Horse session opportunity, he turned around and he's offering to all the homies. He could have really been shicey and like sublet the sessions, because, you know, he could have been like, oh, I'm gonna charge. No, like, it was all love. And that Dark Horse session kind of laid down, it really kind of started this whole thing in a way that it makes me feel accomplished to have initiated this creation process via Nick, you know, because that's kind of like the least I could do to show my appreciation for bro is like, and I don't mean that in like a pretentious way, like, oh, you should be grateful to record my band. No, I mean that in like on a man-to-man level. Like, I want to eat together at the same table at all costs, no matter what. I don't care what the tickets say. We eating at the same table. You know what I'm saying? And the songs that we recorded at Dark Horse, we were able to build off them, and they kind of like branched out into all these, you know. And so here we are 40 songs later, but How
many were recorded at Dark Horse?
Bruh, like
the stems for like, we must have done like 12 minimum.
I don't think it was that many. I think it was like 8 or 9 maybe.
That was one of the fastest, most efficient days in studio that I've experienced.
That's my biggest boast in the studio is efficiency, point blank period. I'm not saying I'm the greatest studio musician. I'm not saying Brax is the greatest studio drummer. I'm not saying Dobby's the best. None of that. I'm saying give us some time, give us resources. We will get shit done and kick ass every single time. That is my boast. It made me feel really good to know that
I slept out on the porch that night.
You did do that. Hey, focus, damn it. It made me feel good to know that that's not just like a one-trick pony that we can do at Lucas. The fact that we were able to also do that at Dark Horse made me feel really good, you know. But yeah, we cut Perseverance, and I was feeling on top of the world after we got that thing recorded.
I got pictures from those days.
Yeah.
And especially we all squoze into Sponge's car, right? And rode up to Nashville.
Was it Sponge's car?
We were all
Did Brax
in one car.
have his SUV? It was a what?
We were all in one car.
Yeah, it was Sponge's
you,
SUV.
Dobby,
Yep.
Sponge, Brax.
Yep, sure was. Yep.
And Kendrick had just dropped an album.
Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers.
So that was around that time.
Yep.
What year would that have been?
2021?
21?
No.
It seems like it.
No, we ain't been working on this thing for no damn 3 years. Hold on.
22?
Surely no, because I graduated in 21. I was done with UM by this time. I was done with UM. Tay was still in school, so this had to have been 22.
I'm trying to think where my adventure would have been. I definitely still had the Subaru at that time.
Yeah, the Subi. R.I.P. the Subi.
Kermit.
Let's see. When did
I don't think I'd. Yeah, because at the time I was recording From the Soil to the Stars with Dakota at the Shelby County Arts Council with like this very computer and same mic we're using right now.
Shout out Dakota. I love that little dude.
Yeah, and after being at Dark Horse with you guys, I think it was the very next year that I went and got to record the Miss Calliope stuff with Nick, which was, just as incredible of an experience as this was. But really, for real, that was like the first time I felt comfortable in a studio, because I'd done some tracking with Soul Carnival at Lucas's studio, but like the world of recording was still like new and scary to me. And so being there like with our colleagues, like, it was all us there. We were all figuring it out together.
Yeah.
I feel like that was just like a really beautiful, we're all on the same wavelength, all like, okay, we're young artists and we're really trying to do something.
Yeah.
And we're here doing it together and we're learning together, and it was super impactful.
Absolutely. I agree 1,000, because if it had been different circumstances, like if, for example, I could have easily hit up Nick and been like, oh, me, Brax, and Sponge are going to go up there and we're going to lay down some foundation and, we'll add all the other stuff later. I don't feel like it would have been nearly as cohesive, number one, just because the nature of how we do things at Soul Carnival, it's like,
there were some ideas in the moment.
Exactly.
That really popped off.
Exactly. And it's like Dobby is the greatest, like he's so good at taking whatever energy the song has and just like it's like channeling that, and in recording. And I felt like there was a moment there where we were all feeding off each other's creativity, but at the same time it was crunch time. It's like we didn't have a lot of time. We knew that we couldn't do this all day, and so I like to think that I'm somewhat cool in a pool of fire. I know Brax is excellent under pressure.
I felt no pressure because when I'm with Soul Carnival, I get to do what I'm best at, which is sing and come up with harmonies. Like it was so low pressure. At that point in time, I was so nervous with a guitar in my hand behind a microphone, doing anything.
Honestly, I feel like the most pressure was probably on Sponge, because like the bass in those sessions, like we gotta have that. We gotta have the bass and the drums. But Sponge is just so desensitized to everything around him. Like that session, I feel like was the first time I heard Job. And it was just like, oh yeah, I know what the harmony is. And that's the other beautiful thing is like, I feel like we really trust each other. Everyone knows what they bring to the studio and what they're best at, and we're free to do that. Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Whereas with like the songs I was commissioned to do by the art bus people for, Miss Calliope stuff, like I felt pressure on that. That just wasn't present for this inaugural recording session for SK4, because it's just, man, it's so full of heart.
Yeah.
It's so full of heart.
Don't get me wrong. I feel like we as songwriters, speaking on behalf of me and Dobby, like we've always, done everything we could to make the most meaningful music as possible. But like this music just has a different level of maturity to it. It's not that the other stuff doesn't. It's just like the topics that we're talking about are so much more complex. Like the subject matter is so much more nuanced. I don't think we could have done this some years ago. We weren't ready.
No, I mean, I feel like we've really ushered each other into a new realm of artistry. Like we all went from being like young artists and students together, and now we're like making fucking real music and touching people's lives, and it's like
think about this for a second. Tapatio, MLK Church fans, play the song When It Rains. If I told you that all three of these songs, if you had never heard these songs before, and I told you like, oh, this is from this band and this is from that band, and they don't sound like they're from the same band at all.
Yeah.
Like they sound completely, like these are three completely different songs, different genres, all of that. But it's like, we mean all of this. It's all authentic. Like we can.
Oh my gosh. I just realized those are the only 3 singles out.
Yeah.
As of now.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah. Not the clap, not the oh my God. I got PTSD from people emphasizing their words while they simultaneously clap.
Does that come from
growing up in a black neighborhood? Yes.
Okay. I was thinking theater world.
No, they just. I was about to say something crazy. I just dodged a bullet.
Put your tie on. Put your tie on.
I just dodged a bullet. Why'd you think that would come from the theater world?
Because it was a meme for a while at some point.
Where do all the memes come from? Where does everything come from? Where does everybody copy everything from? Let me chill. Anyways.
Go for it. No, go for it. Where does everyone copy everything from?
I can't. Some things are better left unsaid.
Collective consciousness?
Nope. Some things are better left unsaid. But what else? Oh, here's an interesting thing about the album I wanted to share with you. This is some heavy lore right here. So 2 sides. There's 3 songs in particular. I have them capitalized in my list here. But you have wisdom. No. You have doubt, wisdom, and perseverance. Right? And each of these songs have their own motif that represent these concepts. Right? The whole concept of this album, because I like to think of it as a concept album, right? You have...
Gosh, I just remember being at Dark Horse and you talking about this for the first time.
Yeah. You thought I was bullshitting.
I love this.
You have doubt, right? Which is... doubt is ultimately... is it doubt first? Please let it be doubt first. No, it's not doubt first. Yeah, it's doubt first. It's because side A is behind side B. So... you have doubt, which everybody experiences doubt. You can have doubt within yourself. You can have doubt in, a circumstance, a scenario, whatever the case may be. This is the fuck around and find out, right? When you do that.
You mean to get beyond doubt, you have to fuck around and find out? And
not
when you said A is behind B, what did you mean by that? Do you mean we're going to release B first?
Look at my phone. I mean, side B is where side A should be, and side A as well.
Oh, okay. So you're just doing some dumb shit where you flip-flop it and confuse yourself.
Yeah, right.
Okay, but we're going to release side A first, right? We dropping the whole thing at the same time?
I'm not going to answer these questions on the podcast.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't give away all the damn sauce, man.
I know. I'm excited. Like some of this, I'm on the edge of my seat. You're really taking the... taking the steering wheel here. Yeah, Jesus, man. Take the wheel.
It's I had I have a reference to that. Jesus drove me to the ghetto in his own accord. Anyways, so you have doubt.
According to my Honda. And name that song.
What about it?
I'm just saying that could be a fun segment where we drop little lyrics.
Oh, no, that wasn't according to my Honda.
That wasn't? I got it wrong?
Yeah, no, that was...
See, I don't even know the lore.
That was in All I Know For Sure reprise.
Flashcards.
Yeah, no. Hold on. So you got doubt, and then you have perseverance, right? In order to figure out whether or not what you're doubting is accurate or not, you have to go through something. You have to weather that storm. You have to, right? On the other end of that, you have the knowledge that is gained from that, which is wisdom, right? In order to get more wisdom, what must you do? You have to doubt something else and then go through that and persevere through that. And then that's how you get, it is this cycle of doubt, wisdom, perseverance, never ending. Or excuse me, doubt, perseverance, wisdom, never ending. And that is growth. That is the equation for growing. And that's, you know, but each of these concepts have their own little motif, and we got them sprinkled in here and there and yada, yada, yada. I gotta know, what's your favorite song from the new joint? You only got like 40 something songs to choose from.
Yeah, that's a really tough question.
Yeah, ain't it?
Okay, you know what? I really like Tapatio because
interesting. The first one we recorded?
Something I love about Soul Carnival is all of the extra ad-libs where Lucas hadn't stopped recording yet.
Yeah.
And I feel like I got my first one there at Dark Horse when I was hearing Tapatio for the first time. We were in the booth and you're like, okay, you're just say say what, And I'm like, all right. And then you started playing the song and I'm like, yeah, I like that.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, on one hand, it's like Job is a very proud moment for me. And then on the other hand, I'm like, I got my first little ad-lib feature there.
Oh, wow.
And but like favorite song, like the one that touches me the deepest, well, Understand It Better is really fucking beautiful.
When we did that at Miss Pam's, you talking about Miss Pam's purse?
Yeah.
I did not expect them white folk at St. Stephen's to join in and start singing.
I
did not expect that. That fucked me up. Was not ready for that.
It's so beautiful.
Yeah. And, Dobby really goes crazy on that.
So good.
Yeah. And Sergio, that one got Sergio on there.
Sergio is he's killing it.
Yeah, he really out here in these streets.
He's gonna come on tour with us.
Okay.
We'll pull him off the porch sometimes too. I feel like he's still on the porch.
No.
Not on the porch. He
in the yard.
He
in the yard. He ain't on the street, but he definitely in the yard.
He's in the yard. He's off the porch.
Okay, he's in the yard with his thumb out, trying to get a ride. That's what I feel.
Wearing something very fashionable.
Yes, of course. Sergio know how to dress. But anyways.
Going back inside every once in a while to check his email.
Ain't nobody emailing Sergio.
I feel like Sergio looks like he...
Check your email, Sergio. Check your damn email, Sergio. Somebody been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty and you won't answer the phone.
Man, speaking of checking emails, did you ever check your email?
I did.
Have you seen the logo?
Yes.
What'd you think about it?
I dig.
You dig?
Yes, I can dig it.
Cool.
Hey, reciprocity, damn it. What you supposed to do? I asked you what your favorite song was. What you supposed to do next?
I told you. What's your favorite song?
Oh my God, why was that so hard? Damn.
Because my mind is going on noodles.
That's crazy. Okay, let me think.
Man, you got a whole list there.
Musically, I think my favorite song is He who is without sin cast the first crack rock.
That is a really good one.
Yeah, that's
that took me a minute to get the harmony on that. Have we recorded vocals on that?
No, we got to do that.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Oh man.
I'll book a session soon. And but as a whole, I feel like Joy in the Morning is probably the most dope song because the concept is just so crazy.
You'll be naming the songs things of lyrics that aren't in the song. It takes me and Tara like a second to look at a set list and remember what song we're trying to sing.
I kind of get a kick out of it.
For real. Like I wish I could keep up with the titles you give songs better.
No.
I have to make notes every
Joy
time
in the
you
Morning makes sense though, because if you listen to the song, you get what we're saying. We're not ever saying Joy in the Morning in the song, but
what's the tagline in that one? What's the main what's my part in that song?
Let's see, no. Oh no, I'm getting it mixed up with 19. I get it mixed up with it's something similar to what y'all be doing on 19. Something along those lines. But anyways, lyrically, I'm gonna let you have your moment. You're gonna summon some owls. They're gonna fly out to the window like you
I'm
called.
just gonna crawl under the grand piano. I'll save it for the grand piano.
But no, I feel like lyrically, the greatest verse I've ever recorded ever to this date is Ecclesiastes. I cannot top that. That is me firing on all cylinders. That is as good as I can rap.
Is that one with the cotton and the roadside cotton in a ditch?
No. I'm talking about it don't matter, no, it don't matter, no.
Yeah, you really put your foot in it.
That might be my favorite song of the album, honestly.
Lyric sheets.
Wow, I don't even want you to be knowing what I be saying sometimes. I'm talking crazy on that song, man.
I know.
I'm talking mad shit.
I was the kid who...
Double, triple, quadruple entendres, bruh. You understand me?
There are things I may never understand because you don't want me to, because you don't want to put your lyrics out.
I mean, I'll explain it. Just not
Listen,
on camera.
I have an idea.
Hit me with it.
an idea.
Hit me with it.
Soul Carnival hymnals.
Explain, please.
Basically a lyric booklet.
Yo, that's sick. I feel like it pissed some church people off, but who cares?
Yeah, but so did the MLK church fans that Della was trying to sell at the Juneteenth celebration.
I mean, the only...
They were just reasonably concerned. They weren't pissed off.
Yeah, but that energy kind of pisses me off in the first place because it's like that old guard... That old guard of like... Yeah, the gatekeepers of like, you know... It's like, here's the thing. Do you know what kind of music 20-something-year-olds living in where I live in Birmingham, you know what kind of music they make?
What kind of music do they make?
They talking about all kinds of heinous, crazy shit. They talking about ops and locks and chops and, oh, I shoot up your grandma's house. Oh, your dad homie didn't do shit. Oh, blah, blah. Grrr. That's all they talking about, right? So you would criticize me, the person that's trying to make this groovy, grimy gospel shit and actually try to do something with this music. Like you'd want to come for us because it's like I'm low-key ready for that smoke because you need to be preaching to the youngins that's out here spinning blocks and gangbanging before you get on to what Soul Carnival got going on. I'm trying to heal. These niggas is destroying shit. You know what I'm saying?
Heard.
So it is what it is, man.
And some people might not understand that, you know?
That's okay.
Most, yeah. Boom.
No, I said, fuck 'em, my little gun.
Oh.
Fuck 'em, fuck 'em. Yeah. I ain't never showed you my laser gun. Fuck 'em, fuck 'em, fuck 'em.
That's cute. I like that.
You're supposed to do it with your middle fingers.
Man, I'm fading. I feel like we've
Go to bed,
been doing this. We've been doing this for 90 minutes. If you want to hear the full 90 minutes.
Oh, yeah. If you want to hear the full 90 minutes.
We got bonus content.
Insert directions here. We don't quite know what we're going to want y'all to do just yet, but we know we're going to have y'all do something. I don't know. Maybe charge them a little extra $1 or something. I don't know. Buy some merch. Something. I don't know. Hell.
We're gonna send you home so you can have some food on the road at a location that is non-disclosed. Mm-hmm. And
I'm probably gonna go to the Waffle House off University. Honestly.
Is that where your favorite friend is?
Are you being sarcastic right now? You reversing my Snapchat with the lady that wouldn't stop talking? No.
I remember you sending me a Snapchat.
Man, listen, this shit too local. We can't be talking about shit like this on the, you know what I'm saying? I don't want Shai to hear it and her get her feelings hurt. Like, oh damn. But
You're
anyway,
not that famous yet. Don't worry.
Yeah.
She may never hear it. Does she know your name? Did you give her a CD?
No, absolutely. I was trying to get this woman to leave me alone. She would not stop talking. You understand? Would not stop.
Yeah, I know the types that won't stop talking. I am one of them sometimes.
Oh, yeah. If it had been you instead of me at that Waffle House, y'all still be talking right now. Like, to this very minute, y'all still be sitting up there chopping it up.
Oh, man.
But anyways, I reckon that's a good place to put a damn fork in it.
I'm thrilled. So by the time this is dropped, we'll be like, yeah, album out next
You think so?
week.
You think so?
I think so.
We got to get on it.
I think
We're looking at like 3-4 more sessions. Mm-hmm. At the max. It might not even take that, honestly. Mixing and mastering is going to be the most time consuming part of it. But not because it's going to be hard, just because it's a lot. Mm-hmm. And we're splitting all of that up between me, Sponge, Lucas, and Nick. So, 40 songs is a lot, but 40 songs between 4 people, it's not that crazy.
So y'all are all mixing and mastering a different portion?
Kind of, sort of.
Okay.
There's a lot. Lucas is by far going to have the biggest chunk. Mm-hmm. I figured we'd go ahead and leave Nick with the Dark Horse stuff. Also, we're going to get a rap feature from Nick. I don't even know if you knew that yet. Yeah, we're going to get some bars from my boy.
Man, there's so many people on this album. How many features?
Oh my God.
How many features?
Oh my, dude, there's the song We See You, there's 12 people on that song. 12 fucking people on that song.
You know what? Okay, you know what other one's my favorite?
Hit me.
4, 5.
That's the All I Know For Sure reprise. Yeah. That's another. Oh, no, that's the one I'm talking about. That's the We See You.
All praise to the Most High.
Yeah.
In the back and so high. In my pants, keep a 4, 5. If you show yours, I'ma show mine.
Yeah, that's the one that's got 12 people on it. Shout out Dakota Wright. Shout out Shanks with an S. Shout out Juliet. Shout out Bryce. Who I'm missing? Hold on, let's count them. Hold on, you
just named 4.
Okay, add the core 4 to that, so that's 8. That's me, Sponge, Dobby, and Brax.
You guys all have verses on that?
No, I'm saying these are the people that are like recording on the song.
And then me and Sierra.
Okay, that's 10.
We're missing 2.
Hold on.
Joe?
Oh no, I'm tripping. I'm forgetting the horns. Oh, it might be more than that. Hold on, start over. So you got me, Sponge, Dobby, Brax,
and
you, Tierra, that's
rappers.
6. Wait, there's not 4 rappers. Stop doing that.
You named 4 people that I haven't ever been in studio with.
Hold on, they're not rappers. They play strings. So hold on. So you got
core 4.
Okay,
me and Tierra.
You and Tierra, that's 6, and then strings, Bryce, Juliet. And then Dakota Wright, Shanks.
Rapping.
Right, and then Sergio, TK, Cody Martinez. That's 13. There's 13 people on that song.
13's a good number.
It's crazy.
13's a good number.
Yeah.
You know, this episode right here that we're going to stick a fork in eventually will be the lucky number 13. We send this out into the world, a little magic potion for whenever the album drops. In whatever way it drops.
Yeah.
Dang. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's good. That's a good place.
You be thinking? You be using your noggin?
That's a good place to stick a fork in it.
Amen.
Want me to do it? I get the honors?
You fork it this time.